What's up guys, Chasing Langley here with episode number 113 of Welcome to Wroxham, where we're going to Old Trafford to face Manchester United twice. I'll explain after the intro. Like, subscribe, ring the bell, see you in a second. So, since we last met, we've played a bunch of league games. We played Newcastle, beat them 2-1. Goals from Sergej Milinkovic-Savic and Tom Ritchie. Tom Ritchie also scoring in a 1-0 win over Burnley. We then played Everton and beat them 2-0. Raul Gonzalez scoring, as well as a Matteo Gabbia own goal. We lost 2-0 to Tottenham at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. And then we went and played, or we came home to play Leicester. I say home. Played them at Grimsby. 1-1 draw, Abdoulaye Thiam scoring, which brings us to today's doubleheader. We've not done a doubleheader in a while. We're playing Manchester United away in the League Cup, and then we're playing them away again a few days later in the league. And the reason I'm doing this is because we only have 3 more teams to play to work out, so we've played everyone once, I should say. Those teams we haven't played are Arsenal, Manchester United, and West Ham, I believe. Aston Villa. And as you can see, we're sitting 6th in the league. United are just behind us, so if we can get a win, we will we'll definitely get that boost in gap between the two teams to help us out. But also, I feel that we'll prove ourselves worthy of the European spots. Obviously, we can get a result against Arsenal as well, which will happen in the next episode. It'll be a triple header, because I've not done a triple header, I don't think, ever on the channel. Thought I'd push the boat out. And of course, Villa are just kind of a freebie because they're in the relegation zone. But we're looking good. After 16 games, we're sat 6th in the table, and it feels a bit like we can do something here. So, without any further ado, let's go and see what the team looks like for our League Cup trip to Old Trafford. So, starting lineup-wise, I'm keeping it very familiar. Garda in goal. Porro, Burkett, Mercato and Marai are at the back. We've got Bentancur, Milinkovic-Savic and Raul Gonzalez in the middle. Nunez and Ritchie on the wings. Thiam up top, although I am thinking I might need to get a more consistent striker because he's not been making with the goals much recently. On the bench, Kalaric, Ahmed, Yusuf, Musil, Rydell, Tariq Levy comes back from injury, and Dow, Shimu and Gamar also completes the bench. We've got a few players with bids on for them as well. So Seydou and Dow is asking to leave. I've accepted a couple of 23 or 24 million pound bids from Marseille and Sunderland. Shimu is under offer from Hibernian. He was asking to leave. Iker Alvarez is asking to leave as well. I'm not sure what to do about that because he is our backup keeper and I'm trying to sell Angelini. We also have a few offers in for other players or coming in for other players. Charlie Patino is asking to leave, so Stoke bid will go there. Harvey Barnes is joining Burnley. Gerardo looking to join Club America because he's not really played. And Cabezas also asking to leave. So a little bit of a mixed bag. Mercato, of course, wanted but not leaving us at all. Anyway, let's firm this lineup and let's go and get this one done, shall we? So in the dressing room, what's to say everyone expects us to lose here. So prove them wrong. There's no pressure on us. Well, nobody reacted, so it's time to go make a difference, just to mix the messages up a little bit and see if someone gets a little bit excited for something. Thiam got excited. Right, we've got a tunnel interview at Old Trafford. As much as it may be a cliche, it's the first goal important. Of course it is. We want to score early. How important is a good performance? Obviously good. And what's the gentleman in the squad? We're in good spirits. That's what we need to say about that. We're looking pretty good. United playing a 4-5-1. Ruud van Nistelrooy is in charge of Manchester United. Marcus Rashford starts on the left wing for them. The only current United player, I believe, in the squad still. And we are ready for a good game of football here. Of course, we're in the blue, as always. And the League Cup, bit of a chance for us to get a good result. I think they've got a few youngsters out as well against us, which is possibly going to help us out. Free kick now with Morato for Manchester United to Timber. Back to Morato to Nuri on the left-hand side. Forward Burkett gets ahead to it to nod it on to Garda, who is a former Manchester United player. Actually has done his time at Old Trafford, so a bit of a return there for him. As he rolls it to Burkett, forward to Matthias Nunez. Sergej to Pedro Porro on the overlap on the right wing. Can he get a good cross in? We know he's capable of it. back to Matias Nunez. Nunez turns his man. Milinkovic-Savic now has a pop-up goal, and Ruggiero tips it over the bar to give us a corner. And we're going to see if we can produce it from here. Gonzalez will take the corner. Can we get a header onto it? We can, and Ruggiero is there to make the save. And we have survived so far without conceding. We're actually the better side, both on paper and on the stat book, I think. And Adele is now going to take the corner for Manchester United into the box. Let's get rid of this. Burkett heads it clear, only as far as Timber to Adele again. Back into Timber. Timber with a pop-up goal. And yeah, that's not helped at all. We're now a goal behind at Old Trafford. And coming back from that is somewhat difficult. Although we are ahead of United in the table, it does have to be said, I think that is just because we've not played them. I think we're looking at a top 10 finish. I think that's a good first season in the Premier League for sure. We might be able to sneak into the European places through the league, but I would like us to be able to get a cup on the board just because we have not had one as yet, and I feel like we usually have by this point in the series. Throw in now with Ait Nuri to Rashford. Matias Nunez trying to get a tackle away. Timber with the ball into the box and caught beautifully by Garda off the head of Adele. Can we do something with this now? Garda has time. Probably takes way too much time, if I'm honest. Burkett to Sergei. Sergei to Matias Nunez. Nunez lets Pedro Porro loose, but awful first touch. And Ait Nuri finds Morato to Ait Nuri again over the top looking for Marcus Rashford. Can we get on the right side of him here? We've got on the right side of him. We've not actually got the tackle off. And Rashford has been denied by the fingertips of Garda. It's another corner with Adele here. Can we get something from this now? Into the box, headed away by Milinkovic-Savic. Nunez heads it on. Nuri will pick it back up. I suspect this is going back into the box, but we won't see it because we're going to see a goal kick for Manchester United instead. Ruggiero to Barbona. Barbona to Nedeljkovic. To whoever that was. Adele to Nedeljkovic again. To Timber. Timber to Rashford. Rashford tries to do a little things away from Pedro Porro, achieves it and beats his man. Pedro Porro gets a foot in though. Can he keep hold of the ball this time? Lays it off to Ritchie. Tom Ritchie forward. Sloppy was not sloppy. And Thiam has got in there and put the ball away. I was so busy making a terrible, terrible pun based on the guy's name that I didn't even get a chance to properly react to Thiam scoring. It was good though. It was a good pun. I fully believe in it. And Ritchie with a great ball forward. Soppy holds up, or knocks it on. Thiam picks it up and fires it past the keeper. Beautiful stuff. And yeah, we are back on terms ahead of half time. Barbona to Marcato to Gabriel. Pedro Porro wins it back though. Plays a 1-2 with Nunez. Over the top looking for Nunez. Can Nunez get a cross in? Now that's the big question. He does. Thiam with a shot. Barbona blocks it and Ruggiero picks it up. And yeah, we're going to go into half-time, it looks like, on level terms at 1-1, which I think is probably a pretty fair reflection of things in the first half, I would say. I think we've not been massively far apart, so that's okay. Happy with our shots on target so far, keep it up. Everyone looks motivated, that's good. Let's tell Sergei to maybe avoid a red card, that'd be nice. And we'll go out for the second half and we'll see if we can maybe get a second goal. Corner with Gonzalez into the box, saved by Ruggiero. And we're going to have another chance to regroup, hopefully. Everyone's gathered in the middle. That's not really ideal. Ruggiero with a big ball forward. Hopefully we'll win this one in the air. Timber heads it on, but only as far as Garda. And you've got the sense this highlight is going to continue for a little while. So we'll see where it goes. Garda now on the ball. Hoofs it forward, which we love to see. Excellent nod to our lower league pass as Nunez plays it through for Thiam. Can't get a first touch on it, but Mariah will pick up the loose ball to Ritchie. Ritchie with a pop from range, and that's gone well over the bar. Marcus Rashford being withdrawn from the game. Again, having a little bit of a stuttery moment now. I'm not quite sure why. Apologies for that, but Gonzalez is going to take a free kick now into the box, headed away by Ait Nuri. I said his name right so many times, got it wrong on that one. Good. Marcato to Mariah to Bentancur, forward to Gonzalez, to Burkett, to Bentancur, back to Burkett again, out wide for Pedro Porro, who takes his time. Back to Burka. We're trying to control the pace of the game. I like this. Nunez sets Tiam loose. Back to Nunez. Has space for the cross. Gets it in and off the side netting from Tiam. So close to getting us the lead. So we're going to make a substitution. So we have a throw in. I'm going to send in Tyreek Levy at left back because, frankly, Murray has not been brilliant so far today as Richie plays the ball to Tiam. Big ball over the top for Gonzalez, who beats his man on pure pace and puts it away. And that's a good time to send in Tyreek Levy as well. A bit of extra energy in the back four. Feel like his ability to create things is probably also going to pay off for us with that substitution too. But it's a great finish. Tiam with a beautiful ball over the top. Gonzalez, the captain, sees the run, makes the run, flicks it over the goalkeeper's leg. And that is all she wrote for us. 2-1. And now we just have to see this out for another half an hour. Throw in now for Gabriel to Vlad. Back to Gabriel. Mercato goes for a bit of a dodgy looking tackle. Hendrick. Back to Gabriel, comes off a defender and caught by Garda. Beautiful stuff. I am thinking I might take Milinkovic-Savic off to prevent the red card very shortly as Garda takes his sweet time. He knows what's at stake here. Big ball down looking for Tiam and finding Kling now having a run at us, but Burka gets in the way. Bentancur out looking for Richie, who turns his man. Big ball forward. Gonzalez won't get there on pace this time. Barbona picks it up. It's into the box for Ruggiero, who just kind of one touch hits it out of the box. Royet now running at us. Bentancur gets just absolutely schooled by everyone around him. Vlad is through on goal. Can we get in front of him here? That'll be the ideal. Timber with a second goal of the game. And they're back on terms, and it's time to ask some more questions, I think, of our defensive capabilities, because we are not outscoring United today, I think it's safe to say. And Vlad has done a great job there to find Timber in space, and Garda was just unable to get there. So we go again, and we set up for the last 20 minutes, try and take this to a penalty shootout. So I had a look at subs, and it was interesting in that all our best penalty takers are still on the pitch. So I feel like I don't want to take the gamble. I've sent in Rydell on the wing, but I don't want to take the gamble. I mean, I'm risking having someone sent off, but I'd rather have our best penalty takers out there because I don't think anything I do is going to produce a goal at this point. So we're just going to have to hope for the best. Obviously, if we go behind, we'll make the changes, but Royet now having a run at us. We need to get a cross in. Gets a cross in, and Burkett heads the way to Vlad. Vlad turns and gets a crossover, but Mercato is there. Beautiful. Big ball forward. Are we going to get them on the counter here? Rydell tracking down Barbona, and Rydell back with the ball again to Bentancur, to Gonzalez. Gonzalez turns his man, finds Donald Rydell. Rydell with a chance to run forward now. Can he get a goal and make us a winning team today? What was that defending about? That was madness. Kling with the ball forward. And I feel like this is where we can see Royer coming into the box. Hendrick off the crossbar. And that's going to go out for a goal kick. We've survived it. And I think we just need to see this one out to the penalty shootout now. I think that's all we can really do as we go into injury time and prepare ourselves for what should be a knockdown, drag-out kind of thing. Ahead of the penalty shootout, having a look and seeing who hasn't been on that list. I don't know why Milinkovic-Savic isn't in second place on that list. That feels wrong. Why won't you go to second? Go to second. That's where I want you. Beautiful. Nunez in third. Excellent. Porro, in fourth. Mercato, I think, should be fifth. No, Tiam should be fifth. Mercato, then Levy, and then Bentancur, and then Burkett's looking cocky. I don't really like that. That's not good. We'll look at Rydell. I think we'll put Rydell ahead of Burkett, actually. That's a good move. And then obviously Garda will step up last. And hopefully this will be the team that gets us a penalty shootout win. I'm looking for Garda to be a big penalty hero. The underdog today suits us. Go cause a few surprises. Let's see what we can do, shall we? We're not going to do any individual shouts. That feels redundant. We're just going to have to hope for the best, see what our boys can do. In the penalty shootout, and the captain, Gonzalez, will step up first against Rodrigo for Manchester United, and Gonzalez puts it away, sets the tone. That's what we were looking for. And now Endrick, who's not had a great game for United, steps up against Garda. Can Garda make a save here? He can't. Endrick puts it away. And we are very much at the mercy of this lottery. But Sergei Milinkovic-Savic steps up next. Can he put this one away? He can. He's just about beaten Rodrigo. Keeper went the right way. Guessed everything right, but couldn't quite get there. And now Morato faces Garda. Can Garda make a big save here? He can! And we are ahead in the penalty shootout now, 2-1. And Matias Nunez a chance to make it 3. Can we get this done? We absolutely can. And we are waiting for United to step up again with Kling. And another chance now for some heroics from Garda. Garda goes the wrong way this time. And we're still ahead. I mean, it's still 3-2. We can make it 4-2 here with Pedro Porro. Really put the pressure on United if we score this, and we have. And now, United absolutely must score this. You cannot help but think Ait Nouri must have all the pressure in the world on him, because if he misses, United are out and Wroxham go into the semi-final of the League Cup. He's put it away, and now all the pressure is on our 5th penalty taker, whose name I've forgotten. It's Tiam stepping up. Beautiful. Okay, always good when your striker is your number 5 in a penalty shootout, and Rodrigo needs to just let this one go in, honestly. Tiam shouldn't even stop for the run-up to make himself a hero, and he puts it away. We've made it to the semi-final of the League Cup, and unbelievable stuff. Unbelievable stuff. We're going to face them again in a moment, and hopefully get another result the same. The sound you hear is everyone who wrote us off backtracking. What a performance. That's what we like to say, that's what we need to say. And now we're going to find out who we're playing in the semi-final as well. It's even greater high than we've seen recently from your side. Is that how you saw it too? Beautiful, yes. And congratulations to the Cup strikes again. That's why we're in this business. A few hairy moments of the game, to say the least. Were you confident under those circumstances? Yes, I feel like we were okay as long as we got it to the shootout, and I think we proved that beautifully. So we'll do the semi-final draw ahead of the United game and the second United game, and hopefully we'll have a good draw out of this one. I'm not even quite sure who is left in the competition by United and Southampton, so we'll find out, I guess, in just a moment. So here we go then, you know the drill. We are League Cup semi-finaling. 3 possibilities for us: Arsenal, Southampton and Birmingham City. The fans want Birmingham. I want Birmingham. I suspect we'll get Arsenal. Let's go find out what's happening in the draw, because this is going to be it, really, I think, for us. Let's get that speed up to 3 times speed. Patrick Vieira hosting the ceremony. That's always nice to see. Let's see who faces Southampton away. It is Birmingham. Oh, we're playing Arsenal 4 games in a row, aren't we? This will be what happens. We play Arsenal 4 games in a row. We're at home though for the semi-final. Okay, we don't hate that. We're going to have to find out where this falls. But if this falls, so we have 4 Arsenal games in a row, I'm breaking that down into 2 double headers. I'm really sorry, guys. I can't face Arsenal 4 games in a row. Oh God. That might actually have just happened. So, because we're playing Arsenal, they've moved. Let's just look at the schedule. That will tell us what's going on. We are playing Arsenal 4 times in a row. Okay. Cool. Excellent stuff. I feel like that might in fact just be 3 episodes. We won't do a triple header. We'll do 3 episodes because that's going to work out better. Anyway, let's go play Manchester United the second time, shall we? So, because of tired legs and injuries, I've made some changes for today's game. We are going to start with Garda in goal, of course. Matty Cash starts at right back. Rad Ahmed starts at centre-half alongside Marcato, and Gutierrez starts on the left-hand side. We've got Patino as the holding midfielder behind Christensen and Raul Gonzalez. Gamar and Gerardo on the wings. Tiam up top. Kalaric, Burkett, Porro, Bentancur, Rydell, Marai, Undao, Musil and Nunez on the bench. Sergei Milinkovic-Savic has picked up a fractured arm, which is why he's not in the squad today. I'm just thinking, actually, having a little look at that. How high, he's at a high risk of injury, he's playing a big match load. I'm actually going to change things up, start with Jorge Cabeza up top today, because why not? He scored 2 goals last time we played him, so let's go see what he can do at Old Trafford. So into the dressing room then, and we're going to tell everyone that their recent praise is justified, yada 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 yada. And we're going to tell everyone to go and make a difference too, because this team needs to actually demonstrate that I should be keeping some of them around. The team were unhappy with the fact that I've dropped Tiam, but you'd think they'd just accept he's tired. How do you feel ahead of the second match against United in quick succession? I saw enough from our first week, think we're ready to go out there and get the job done. Why have you been struggling away from home lately? We haven't, is the answer. And how important do you think the good team spirit of Wroxham has been to the regional form? It's very important. Good stuff. You asked that same question the other day. We are facing a slightly different United team today. It's Adele up top today. We have got no sign, it seems, of Marcus Rashford. Kling came off the bench last time. I think Deckers came off the bench last time as well. So did Flads. So I think they even changed their goalkeeper for this one, which is interesting. There we go. They've made some changes. They've rotated to, account for the fact we're playing each other 3 days apart. They actually had a smaller gap between the game before last and that one than we did too. So it's no wonder they're tired. But we are going straight into a kick-off highlight, and it's Nedeljkovic losing the ball to Gonzalez, to Gutierrez, Patino, to Marcato. Marcato finds Ahmed. Ahmed has time and finds Christiansen to Cabezas, who gives the ball away to Greguera, and Nedeljkovic to Kling, who's on a run now, to Nedeljkovic, to Deckers, who's through. How do you miss that? How on earth does a Premier League footballer miss that? No idea. Gamar with a cross, though, headed away by Barbona, one in the air by Gutierrez. Christiansen gets brought down, but Kling apparently gets away with it, and Gutierrez is on a booking, which worries me a lot, as Nedeljkovic finds Vlad, and now we've got a cross into the box, and Biereth has put that one away, and it feels like second verse, same as the first, although they've decided to celebrate in front of our fans this time, so apparently they're feeling a little bit like they owe us for something. That's a crazy thought. They don't owe us at all. It was our pleasure to put them out of the League Cup, and God, I honestly should have saved that. Kind of a goalkeeping error. But let's hope we can regroup, go again, and get ourselves back into it. Now Tenas to Barbona for United, to Greguera, to Nedeljkovic. Ball goes out wide to Deckers, to Vlad, and United are coming at us again. We don't look very good in this game at all, do we? Let's be honest. Kling picks up the ball all the time in the world. We have fallen apart a little bit today. Deckers picks it up back to Vlad. Vlad into the box and puts it past Garda. His first goal of the season, and it feels like a cricket score could be about to happen here. For some reason, we've only made a handful of changes. We're nowhere near as good. It's like we've only got 11 Premier League quality players, and we've just got lucky with them staying fit, because the second we make changes, against United is what I assume second string. They can't have their first string out, I would think, unless they had their second string out against us last time. Yeah, I can't imagine there should be that big a difference between the two games. Corner now for Adele and United into the box, headed away by Ahmed. Gamar wins something in the air, which is very odd because he's tiny. Adele to Barbosa and Nedeljkovic to Deckers, who puts in a third goal of the game. His third goal of the season. We're sinking without trace. I have just done a berate shout, and I feel pretty good about that, because frankly, they need berating. They've been terrible. I'm going to have to use subs just to put our best defence back in, I think, and just hope for some kind of reaction from them to keep this from falling apart entirely. I don't know how this has collapsed so badly. Free kick now with Gonzalez into the box. Let's get a goal on the board. See if we feel like a football team then. Gerardo gets sort of elbowed off the ball. Patino to Christiansen, who tries to turn his man. Back to Cash. Matty Cash finds Ahmed, to Patino, to Christiansen, to Ahmed. Back out to Matty Cash. who has all the time in the world and still decides to hoof it back to Garda, to Marcato, to Patino, back to Marcato, to Gonzalez. We've finally taken control of the ball. Gerardo is into the box. Gerardo with a finish, and that will make it even harder to sell him because he has scored on his debut, or his league debut, I should say. And yeah, that could be the only goal he ever scores in what could be his only league game for the club at Old Trafford. And I might actually regret not having played him more, which could be an interesting state of affairs. But he's just not able to knock Tom Ritchie out of the team. It's not that I think he's a bad player. It's just that Tom Ritchie's been so good, he's not knocked him out of the team. And he actually probably would have played more with Dow leaving, which is, a thinker. But there we go. We'll make it work somehow. Half an hour on the clock, and 3-1 is the score. Goal kick, Garda to Marcato, to back to Garda. He didn't even find Ahmed. That was a terrible pass. Christensen can't find Gamar either, and Thierry has a run at us. Kling through to Thierry again. We need to get back across this if we can and defend. Biereth into the box. Kling picks it up, and that's Cash giving away a penalty. You absolute clown. You absolute clown show. That is utterly ridiculous. And it's going to get given. It's at Old Trafford. There was never a doubt we're going to take him off before half-time because I'm so angry that he's done that. That's absolutely stupid. And Matty Cash is an experienced right-back. He should know better than to give away stupid penalties like that. And yeah, he won't see out the first half, and he'll like it, quite frankly, because he has earned that substitution. And yeah, Matty Cash, I think it's safe to say, is done at the club. He can go away now, because I don't need to see anyone doing anything that stupid ever again, quite frankly. So yeah, half-time almost upon us. I'm probably going to make more changes at half-time, to be quite honest, because I don't see us finding a way back into this. I'm really unhappy. I'm not going to... What are you doing? You were terrible in that first half. Sort your lives out. Absolutely. Right. We got a little chat with Gutierrez and Marcato. If they want to stay on in this second half, they are going to avoid getting sent off here, for sure. I feel a bit like I should also grab the guys who actually have been decent. Patino, Gonzalez and Gerardo. And just have a little bit of you've been okay. You're playing well. Keep going. Hopefully that will salvage their morale a little bit, and we can go in the second half and see if we can maybe look like a football team again. Who knows? Stranger things have happened. Goal kick for Wroxham then, and Garda takes it short to Marcato. Possibly the last time we see some of these players on the pitch today, because I was just about to make some changes, but we'll see how this plays out. Gutierrez finds Gonzalez to Marcato, back to Gonzalez. Gonzalez with a big ball over the top, looking for Gamar, who needs to get a good run going here, beat his man if he can, and maybe find a head of Cabezas would be nice, as Pedro Porro picks up the ball, cut back into Gamar again. Gamar across to Gonzalez, who cannot finish it. Arnau Tenas is there to pick up the ball, and it's time to replace the entire back four. So I replaced the rest of the defence and Jorge Cabezas, and so far the only upshot that has been that we've managed to keep the score down, as Barbona picks up the ball for United and plays it to Thierry, finds Biereth, who's looking for a hat-trick, plays a nice crossfield ball to Deckers, but Marai picks that up, and Gerardo now has a chance to run a goal, but chooses to let off to Marai, who chooses to give the ball away. Deckers to Gabriel, who puts it across the box. We can't even in the air, and Pedro Porro's got himself sent off. Both of our right backs are absolute clowns today. What on earth are they playing? That's just sheer stupidity. Nothing but stupidity. Okay, we're going to drop Patino into the back four and just kind of hope for the best here a little bit. I'm trying to train Gamar to actually play as their central midfielder, so we're going to try him out doing that as well. Why not? Let's put Gerardo on the left and Dow on the right. There's no point in us having a striker because there was never any chance we were actually going to score a goal today. So we may as well just carry on and let this one play out. And there we go. That's 4-1. We have been thoroughly beaten at United. I don't like what I saw from this team. It is thoroughly accurate. Matty Cash has just signed his exit warrant at the club. It's got to be said. and I feel like Pedro Porro may be getting himself a nice tasty fine, is sort of how that looks. Anyway, we've had a long old double header today. I'm really sorry it's been such a long one. We're coming back, so I don't need to go back to that screen. We're coming back for the first of the double headers against Arsenal. We'll see how we do in that one. Hopefully, we'll see out the week with at least one win over Arsenal in a cup. That will maybe see us to a final. Who knows how that will go. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I have, as always, been Chasing Lately. Until next time, stay safe. Have a good one. Like, subscribe, ring the bell, leave the comments, share with your friends, and I shall see you all very soon. As I said, have a good one.